Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer admits their initial reasons for buying this electric bike weren't exactly the most well thought out. They were swayed by free shipping and the desire to have it in time for a camping trip. However, now after a couple of months and 140 miles ridden across 3 states, our reviewer says they would absolutely choose this bike again. This client reports riding it on various terrains, from mountain bike trails to bike paths and city streets, and it handled all situations well. Considering the reviewer hadn't been on a bicycle in 35 years, that's quite a testament. There's definitely a learning curve going from a regular bike to something like this, especially with the fat tires, which our reviewer hadn't experienced before. The nimbleness is understandably less than a regular bike due to the added weight, but that's pretty standard for most e-bikes. A feature this reviewer really appreciates is how compact it folds. It fits in the backseat of their car, leaving space for passengers or even their dog. They also highlight its apparent ruggedness. Despite not being an experienced mountain biker and taking a few spills while getting back into the swing of things, the bike held up remarkably well. Brakes and fenders stayed aligned, unlike bikes they've had in the past. Now this client can easily ride for a couple of hours, covering 20+ miles and only use about half the battery. While they haven't tested the full 45-mile pedal assist range, they are confident it could achieve it. The reviewer even tackled some 20% grade hills without a problem. This client was also pleased with the customer support experience, finding them responsive and helpful. They're so enthusiastic about it that they're trying to convince family and friends to get the same one for group rides. One thing to be aware of, not just with this bike but with any electric bike with the battery on the seat post, is that the seat can only go so low. The minimum seat height might be a concern for shorter riders, as it means needing to lean forward to reach the ground. This reviewer at 54 finds it manageable due to the step-through design, but it's something to consider. Overall, they describe this bike as solid, well-made, and a purchase they would happily make again.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer, an 82-year-old with double knee replacements impacting their mobility, was looking for a way to recapture the joy of cycling after years away from their 26-road bike. Their primary need was a bike that was easy to get on and off, a task that standard step-throughs couldn't quite meet. This led our reviewer to discover this electric bike, specifically its step-through frame with a low clearance height. Initially, the electric aspect raised some concerns given the reviewer's age, but these were quickly dispelled upon its arrival. The client was pleased to find the bike almost fully assembled out of the box, making the setup process a breeze. The reviewer appreciated the foldable design and manageable weight with the battery removed, simplifying transportation and storage. Our reviewer began by using the manual 7-speed derailleur and quickly transitioned to the pedal assist mode. The throttle mode, while available, isn't currently needed, and the reviewer notes that it can be easily disconnected for those with safety concerns. Overall, the reviewer found the bike extremely well built and a real pleasure to ride. This client highly recommends this electric bike, especially for seniors seeking to extend their cycling enjoyment. In their opinion, it offers many of the features found on pricier models at a more accessible cost. The experience was further enhanced by what they describe as outstanding after-sales service, creating a truly satisfying experience.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer was initially hesitant about buying this electric bike, as past experiences with electric bikes and scooters left a lot to be desired in the power department. However, this scooter proved to be surprisingly capable, accelerating quickly and maintaining momentum even on steep inclines. Despite this impressive performance, our reviewer did encounter a few issues that potential buyers should be aware of. The assembly instructions were a significant drawback, consisting of a wall of text and a brief online video that was difficult to locate. The instructions glossed over crucial steps, particularly the handlebar installation, which is risky to botch due to the proximity of delicate wiring. Furthermore, the guide failed to address the front wheel brake, which required adjustment upon arrival. This client found that someone had stripped the hex head screw during the brake caliper's factory installation. Luckily, it was still salvageable. Another point of concern was the display. The battery gauge seemed unreliable, plummeting dramatically when tackling hills and then jumping back up during descents. This inconsistency made it challenging to accurately assess the remaining battery life while riding. Despite these issues, this reviewer found the bike to be a smooth and comfortable ride. While the seat was acceptable, the brakes were a bit weak. The pedal assist system took some getting used to, as it seemed to maintain a minimum speed based on the selected level, which can be unexpected when trying to slow down. The assistance levels seem to dictate the minimum speed, with level 3 reaching around 15-17 miles per hour. Overall, this scooter fulfilled its purpose as a car replacement.
That's it for this one. If you found this helpful, tap that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Questions? Let's talk in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.